Hi, it's Anthony from Semi-Informatic here, and this is Stories Untold. It's a kind of a text-based adventure game with graphics and interactable elements is the best way that I can describe it. It was sent across to us from the publisher to have a look at, so we're having a look at it. I've played through the first episode and part of the second, and I've decided I'm going to show you the second episode because it's a little bit more interactive than the first one and shows the game off a little bit better. There are only 4 episodes, so if you want to skip out now and save yourself from being spoiled, now's the time to do it. So here we go. I love the aesthetic in this game. The cheesy 80s, early 80s, I guess, synth intro. When I was a kid, my brother and I would go to the video store with our parents and we would get videos out, and we'd only be like 10 years old. But even though we're only 10, we'd still look in the horror section and we'd see things like Extro and Critters and Creepshow and things like that, and it all kind of has the same feel as this.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams, and in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian. We have artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash site B. At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and we need you to follow them exactly. Now, some of this may be unfamiliar, so always reference the manual on your terminal for guides on calibration and procedure.
Got it.
Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment. One last thing. Ensure that any equipment non-essential to the current experiment is switched off. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours.
Will do.
When you're ready, let's bring this back.
Right. When do I get my $5? I'm a student, right? Volunteering. So what we have here is something in there that we have to run experiments on. So let's run some experiments. So the first thing is we have to X-ray it. We've got this handy manual here that tells us exactly how things work. We got to set the TV to XR, charge the device, turn the camera on. So here's XR, camera on. CC86 is the X-ray device. We are ready to go.
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now. There's no visible damage to the surrounding organic material, and no signs of activity either. All output is flatlined. Okay, let's begin.
Alright, experiment complete. We get a big tick. Try using a low-powered red laser. So red, LZR2, set the monitor to RGB, 650 nanometers. Set the monitor to red. Do we have to turn this thing off? Well, I think we just turned it on. There we go, turn it off. Lasers. Laser. 650 nanometers. All this is rendered very nicely, I must say. We are ready to go. Now, the funny thing about my brother and I is that we did eventually end up watching all of those horror movies, or he watched all of them, I watched some of them, and now he works as a video editor. And it's kind of funny how these things come around. So let's do this experiment. Yeah.
No reaction from first stage? Let's try a high frequency.
Yeah, probably should have mentioned that that seems to be a heart. Alright, high frequency. Green laser. 510.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
Sure thing. Anything to get these ticks. I have a feeling that they're feeding me ticks in an attempt to make me feel good about what I'm doing when what I'm doing is actually very bad. I forgot completely to check what we're supposed to do. Blue laser. 455 nanometers. Is that right? 455? Yeah, alright. Apparently a blue laser will pop a black balloon. I've seen videos on YouTube.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. There's no activity registering in the core. It's possibly damaged. Let's push further.
Alright, another green tick. Sine wave. What do these other things do? Oh, okay, I see. Excellent. How do we get back? Safety instructions. Use goggles. I assume I'm wearing them because I can't see them. Do not leave container unattended. Extremely dangerous to handle any items within the container. Next of kin. Okay. What do we got to do? 250 Hz sine wave with amplifier gain set to 1. Alright. So, got to turn off that. And the sine wave is, looks like the middle one. The top one's a square wave. 250 Hz. Yeah, it's got a bit of a hair trigger on it, doesn't it? Alright. Where's the amplifier? Laser. Sine wave generator. TV. Oh, okay. This thing. Oh, really? I have to read that? How am I supposed to know when it's... I guess that's it. That's one. Alright. Here comes some sine waves.
It's not much of a response. Updating the experiment now.
Hey, another green tick. 500 Hz and a gain of 5. Okay. There's no worse sound than like a sine wave slowly getting higher. The only sound that might be worse is a square or triangle wave. Someone who owns a couple of synthesizers, and you want this to go up to 5 now. Oh, we'll see, that's 501. That's not going to work, is it? I don't know if the camera's shaking or it just doesn't like it.
Seeing some fluctuations in activity. Should we increase? To the risk of damage? What about volunteer?
Yeah, what about me? When do I get my $5?
Okay, we're going to push further. We're running out of time. Let's switch around.
Yeah, I don't think this is... I don't know what the hell you guys are doing with your creepy heart in a box, but this doesn't seem like something where we should be saying, we're running out of time, we might as well just hurry this up. Switch to a square wave. Okay, that's going to sound a bit nasty. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Seeing good activity on this side. Seeing definite spikes in movement.
That's your definition of good activity.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it feels uncomfortable.
But you need to trust us and keep going.
1 kilohertz. Alright. Straight up. There we go. This isn't gonna do terrible things, is it? Boom. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Full activity registering. We did it. Can you hear us? You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps.
If that's all you wanted to do, why didn't you just friggin' cut it with a knife or... I almost said hammer for some reason, I'm not sure why. Detective can proceed to drill. Drill? Uh-huh. Oh, sure, yeah, why not? You know, I'm happy to have these things off because that's annoying. Camera. We never use that one, do we? Alright, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Yeah, this sounds like a good idea already. My TV broke.
How do you feel?
Oh, I've got another one now. What?
Don't be scared. We have the situation under control.
Really?
Take a few moments, and when you're ready, we'll continue.
Because from in here, it seems like you don't have the situation under control at all. Alright. Oh, yeah, really? Open the test chamber. I don't know who wrote this manual we saw before, but it specifically says it is extremely dangerous to handle any items within the container. I guess the game's not going forward without me doing it, is it?
Stay calm. You're doing fine. Don't be afraid. I'm sorry to have to do this, but we have to know.
Oh, really?
I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember.
Hi? Hello? First contact?
Don't try to speak. Stay calm. You're a proxy now. You have a connection to the entity's inner core. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memories. Look into it.
Right.
The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand, that you can play out.
That's very Mass Effect 1. Oh, okay. This is what was in episode 1, is this sort of stuff.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
You can navigate its memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
Look at cryopod. Okay. Get up. Get out. Escape. And ship. Oh. I'm not going to try north, south, east, west because the last thing didn't seem to have sort of those movement verbs that regular interactive fiction has. You know, the first interactive fiction title was, I believe this is true, it's a title called The Colossal Cave by Crowther and Woods. I played it on the Apple IIe when I had one. Now imagine taking Crowther and Woods, who wrote the first interactive fiction, which was about caving, bringing them forward and showing them this is where it's going to end up. It's creepy orb, flashy guy, and this thing. Okay, it says look object not recognized, so there's something you have to look at. Oh, I just typed that one, didn't I? Oh, okay, there we go.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader.
Hang on, what?
They're different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Less hazy. Lean in. See what else it hides.
So this thing stores its memories in a funny shaped sphere in its heart.
This is incredible. How are we getting all of this? It's describing the moment we found the ship. Mr. Asian, please continue.
Okay.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far. You should be proud of yourself.
What happened to the rest of them?
This doesn't add up. We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
You know what? I'm going to leave this there. If you want to find out what happens at the end of this, you should pick up Stories Untold, a game by No Code, published by Devolver Digital. They sent us a copy across, so we had a look at it. This has been Anthony for Semi-Informatic, probably part of some alien hive mind now. See you later.